Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. So I'm not going to keep you guys in suspense any longer. I've been doing some things here in my craft room and I'm just really excited to share it all with you guys. I did a little renovations, let's just say, okay? So before I do anything else in this craft room, I'm going to take you guys on a little tour so you can see the changes that I made, which are totally for the better, okay? They are by far leaps and bounds so much better than the way I've had it set up in the past, because I did try to make this craft room a guest room as well. It was a guest bedroom, so I had a Murphy bed in here and it just wasn't working out. I didn't feel creative. I felt a little suffocated by all the heavy furniture, so we got rid of the Murphy bed and I reset this room up strictly for creating things. Okay, I'm just gonna play with paper and glue and scissors and you can just name it. Okay, we're gonna do a lot of fun things here in this craft room. So I am just going to give you guys the before and after tour. So it's just gonna be that today. Okay, so I hope you guys stick around till the end because it's gonna be phenomenal. All right, so here we see my craft room prior to doing anything to it. It is a little messy. It's a little bit more messier than normal, especially when I'm creating stuff. I just had to place a lot of things on this very long table. That table is about 72 inches long, so about maybe 6 feet, 6.5 feet or so. And then you look at the closet. I pulled some things out of the closet in order to start renovating or moving things around. So there's 2 cabinets on the floor. I don't know if you'll see them, but there are 2 cabinets on the floor that I pulled out that I wanted to use in this renovation. So in the closet, I have a couple of stacked drawers, and those are just drawers that you would normally see under a desk. Here's an image of all of my vinyl, and those are the ugly brown blinds. I took those down because it really made the room dark. But here's a stack of stuff that was under my desk the entire time that I was crafting. Here's a little stack of my my stamps, and under my desk, excuse me, or one of my desks that I have in my room, there's a pile of stuff that I had to move into that corner while moving things around. Those 2 cabinets on the wall, I've gotten so many requests to know where I got them from. They're from Michael's. It was from a long time ago when Michael sold furniture like that. This is my total paper collection, like all of my paper stashes right there. I have 2 shelves above it. And on those shelves, I have a variety of things, but some of those things are going to come down. There's one of those cabinets that I was telling you about that needed to, oh, right, and then everything falls off the shelf. This is just perfect. This is exactly how my craft room is. It's just chaotic and insane, and you know, things happen, and then my dog Ghost, he wants to be in the mix and find out what is all of this stuff. It's just a bunch of magnets. So here we have the room somewhat emptied, and there's some old trim around the doors, some old trim around the closet doors, and some old baseboards. So this room is going to get a complete overhaul, including those brown blinds are going to come down. And we're going to put in some white blinds, some white faux wood blinds that we have around the rest of the house. And my vinyl collection, and I call it a collection because I rarely use my Cricut, but my vinyl collection is going to come down as well. And there's all my paper stash. As you can see, it's on the wall closest to the door. That's all going to be relocated somewhere in the room. I have a wall of paints on this side as well as behind the door, and you'll see that in a little bit, but that's a bathroom door, and we're going to remove the trim around that door as well and make it a little bit more sleek and, you know, clean lines and a little bit more modern. And there's my recording station. That's where I record everything all the time. So here's everything that I put out into my living room and down the hallways of my home. I just stacked them all out here in the hall and in the living room. And you can see, like, this is a lot of stuff. Like, even for me, this is overwhelming. It's overwhelming to look at, but it's also overwhelming to know that I have this much stuff. And where am I going to put it all? What am I going to do with all of this? Don't worry, I figure it out. I put things away. And I only keep the things out that I need on a daily basis, which is like glue and paper and scissors and, you know, my scoring tools and my bone folders. Like, you know, those are the things that I keep out on a daily. There's more paper under that table. There's a lot of containers on this table. And yeah, this keeps going on and on. So again, this is just an image of my old trim around the closet door and the old baseboards. They're just old. They're old to the style of the house back whenever. So we've modernized the house a lot and pulled all of those old baseboards out and those old door trims. And yeah, there you can see we're pulling down some of the door trim and the baseboards. And that ugly blind is still over there. Yep, we replaced those face plates as well because they were that gross almond color, I guess, like from whenever. So again, I'm just showing you some of the other stacks of paper that I have. This is just my paper stash and where I keep a lot of my paper. So basically I pulled all of my paper stash down and cleared the shelves because we're going to move that shelf over to the other side of the room. It's going to go right there behind my recording station. So pulled all of that stuff down. Those two cabinets become very useful. They are just two cabinets that we found on the side of the road. People just get rid of things in my neighborhood. They just throw things away. So yeah, I just picked those two up and I'm using them in the craft room. So here we have painted the walls. I'm not a fan of this blue color, but we did paint where the trim came off around the closet door. The blue is okay. All the other bedrooms are blue, so I'm okay with it. It's good for resale value when all the paint colors match in the house. So all the bedrooms, all the smaller bedrooms are all this baby blue color. It's sort of neutral. It'll work for me. I'm not complaining too much about it, but there are the new blinds that we put up, and we put up we took down, sorry, the old trim around the closet. So you'll see that in just a moment. That's one of our cruising signs, like we put on our door when we're on a cruise. And yeah, there's that blue, that baby blue paint. Excuse me. So here you're gonna see like a lot of things happening. Things are gonna come back in, but they're not gonna be permanently where you see them. So just be aware. This next video image, I'm sorry, is gonna be so dark, but it's worth it to see that things are happening. You know, progress is being made, and I now have a center console, and I'll show that to you guys in just a moment. You'll see like I have a very long center console that goes all the way down to the middle of the room. And let's see. Again, baseboards are coming out. Not much has changed in this image except we painted around the closets. So yeah, there's some old track lighting up there, and that track lighting is so hot I never use it. Like it makes the room like twice the heat. So there's that center console I was telling you about. There's my recording station, and then that's the center area that I am going to be building out on top of those two drawers, stacks of drawers there. And it's just going to make the room open up so much better and flow a lot easier. So again, I moved my paper storage behind me on the opposite wall from where it was, or I should say the perpendicular wall from where it was. It's now behind me in my recording area. So it's easy to reach. It's easy to like turn around and just reach for paper right behind me. And I'll just show you guys what I'm using to stack my papers on. These I got on Amazon. I think they're for like makeup palettes, but these I got at Dollar Tree, and they're like pot cover storage, and they work just as well. I had to use 2 in each cubby hole. So, and behind the cabinets, I'm using these flat extension cord. They have a very flat background, a low profile is what they call them, um, plugs. So again, that's just my stack of stuff. In the world of stacking up stuff, that's my stack. And there's my paper. I now have to put all that paper back into the other cabinet. And that's the trim I was telling you about. It's so much sleeker. It's so much nicer. And, you know, it looks a lot more modern. There's our baseboard. It's so sleek and modern. And it's not like that 2-inch baseboard or the 1.5-inch baseboard that you get in old homes. They're like a 4-inch baseboard, and they look really good. And those boxes that are on top of that 4-cube is those are some storage bins that I got from Joann's a while back. They had that type of storage. And again, there's my center console. It's being built. While I was doing all this, I still had time to make that little spinning spool thing for my paints that you saw there. And again, that's just my double shelf. On the wall where the door opens, I'm not doing anything with those. I may take some of the stuff down that's on it. And behind the wall, door, sorry, there's my stack of paints. And those are just some acrylic paint storage. I think they're for nail polish. If you go on Amazon, you'll find them. And I think this is the final video of what this back wall looks like, right? I'll show you what's in this cabinet. It starts off at the top with just washi tape. Go down and there's like some sharp, some markers, alcohol markers. Then there's stamps, tons and tons of stamps. And then there's punches down at the bottom. And then there's my wall of paper. And over on this side of the room is another identical cabinet. It has different things in it. There's a paper storage stack in there, and then just some random things that I probably will have to organize. And those are my dies and my stamps, the silicone stamps. So that's the rest of the room with the you know, my center console, and then my recording studio area, and then these 2 beautiful cabinets that I picked up. This one is just similar to my paper stash storage. I got it at IKEA just a couple of days ago, put it together, and I didn't want a long shelving unit over on that side. I felt like it was gonna like block me in, so I just went with the smaller 8-cube storage. And next to it is a table that is now for my Cricut. That's going to be my Cricut station. And you'll see more of that again in just a moment. There are my paints behind the door. And finally, guys, this is it. Okay, the big reveal. So I put up my TV because when I'm recording, I like to see what I'm recording, because sometimes my videos stop recording and I don't even realize it. So there's my paper storage over to the left as you walk in. There's my recording area, and I've put away a lot of stuff. There's my beautiful center console that has my my Tim Holtz cutting mat or glass mat on it, the iconic glass mat. And there's my dog, Ghost. He's always just hanging out. Yeah, so on top here is my center console, and that's where I'll be doing a lot of creative things, and then bringing it over to the recording area and showing you guys how it's done that way. It flows so much better. And there's my little create station. Again, those cabinets are from Joann's. I bought them a while back. They stack on top of each other and they open upwards. Here's my beautiful brand new Cricut station. And I'll show you guys like just pictures of it. But I can't believe all of my vinyl fit in here. Even my flat vinyl, even my HPV papers, like all of it just fits nicely in here. And yeah, I'm very happy about this whole thing. It turned out really well, and it's very cohesively clean lines, and works out really well. I can reach things. Those shelves aren't too high. I can definitely reach those things that are on the shelf above my paper. Here is all of my paper stash. Okay, in these drawers, you're gonna see a lot going on, but I can tell you exactly where, I know exactly where everything is. And that's just really all of my paper, my bits and bobs, my little doodads, and things to make ephemera are above it. And in this cabinet, again, there's washi tape up top. I have two containers for washi tape. And next to it is some oil paints. I have to find a new location for that. But below that is ephemera, then wood stamps, lots and lots of wood stamps. Even in this box, there's wood stamps, more wood stamps. So yeah, I do have a lot of wood stamps because I get them at the thrift store, guys. Like, you really can't go wrong shopping at the thrift store. And I get a bag of wooden stamps for like 10 bucks. And then below that are some oversized punches. So like my large circle punches and the likes of that. Up here in this drawer is my crocodile. Okay, my large crocodile and my small crocodile. Here I have some oversized punches. So like that's my envelope making punch. And then here below is some some ephemera for making spine dangles, and then that's my large stamping board. Here are some additional glue. Those are like the rolling double-sided glue. Sorry, not glue, tape. And then I have tape below that and some additional, just random stuff, notepads and whatnot. So yeah, I'm really proud. I'm really proud of the way the room turned out. It's not complete, 100% complete, because on the opposite wall and above my Cricut, my little decoration fell down. But I did put it back up and got it up there securely now. But on the opposite wall, I will place a desk. The desk is going to be collapsible, and it's going to pop out whenever I want to sew, and then I'll put it down when I'm done. So this is truly my happy place. I enjoy being in my craft room. I hope you guys enjoyed this craft room tour. And yeah, guys, stay naturally curious, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.